Okay, what are we reading today?
Today we're going to be reading Smelly Socks by Robert Bench, illustrated by Michael Ratcho. And if you'll excuse me, can you go sit down in your spot?
Yes.
Right here. Robert Bench, Smelly Socks by Robert Bench, illustrated by Michael. When Tina wanted new socks, her mom took her to the only store in town. "This store only has black socks," said Tina. "Can we please go across the river and get some really good socks?" We can't drive across the river because there is no bridge here," said Tina's mom. You know it's a long, long, long way to the only bridge, and besides, we don't have a car. So Tina went to her grandfather's and said, "Can you please take me across the river in your boat? I want to buy some really good socks." "The motor is not working on the boat," said her grandfather. Row, said Tina. We can row. I will row, and you can sit in the back of the boat." You will row, said her grandfather. "Yes," said Tina. Rowing is easy." So Tina got in the boat and rowed slowly. Splash, splash, splash. The boat went in slow circles. Swish, swish, swish. Tina rowed fast. Splash, 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 splash. And the boat went in fast circles. Swish, 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 swish. "This boat has forgotten how to row," said Tina. You sit in the back and tell me what to do," said her grandfather. So Tina sat in the back and told her grandfather how to row. And her grandfather rowed all the way across the river. Then they walked all the way through the town to the big sock store. At the store, Tina tried on socks that were too big. At the store, Tina tried on socks that were too big, socks that were too little, socks that were too blue, and socks that were too pink. Tina tried on millions and millions of socks. Finally, she found the perfect pair of red, yellow, and green socks. Then, since it was almost time for dinner, Tina and her grandfather ran back to the boat, and this time the boat sort of remembered how to row. Tina rowed around and around and around, and still got to the other side. When they got back, Tina ran home and yelled, "Socks! Socks! Wonderful socks! These are the best socks I have ever seen in my life. Grandma rowed me all the way across the river to get these socks, and I am never going to take them off." "Never?" said Tina's mother. "Never," said Tina. "Uh-oh," said Tina's mother. So Tina wore her socks for a long time. She wore them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 whole days. Her mother said, "Tina, I know you love these socks. Just let me wash them really quick. They will start to smell if you don't get them washed." "Socks! Socks! Wonderful socks!" said Tina. "I am never going to take them off." After Tina wore her socks for 10 more days, the kids at school said, "Tina, what a smell! Change your socks." "Socks! Wonderful socks," said Tina. I'm never going to take them off." After Tina wore her socks for 10 more days, a whole flock of Canada geese flew over her house and dropped right out of the sky from the smell. 2 moose walked through her yard and fell over from the smell. Ducks, raccoons, and squirrels fell over when she walked to school. Finally, even a skunk fell over from the smell. Tina's friend decided to do something. They all came to her house and knocked on the door. Blam, 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 blam. When Tina opened the door, they grabbed her and carried her to the river. Then they held their nose and took off her socks. Some of the kids held Tina. Some of the kids washed the socks. Scrub, 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 scrub. All the fish in the river floated up to the top and acted like they were dead. The kids watched some more. Scrub, 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 scrub. All the beavers ran out of the river and went to live with Tina's grandfather. The kids watched some more. Scrub, 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 scrub. Far down the river, people said, "How come the river smells like dirty socks?" Finally, the socks are clean. "Wow," said Tina. "They look nicer when they are clean." "Wow," said Tina. "They smell nicer when they are clean." "Wow," said Tina. "They feel nicer when they are clean." Tina put on the socks and said, "I'm going to wear clean socks from now on." The beavers left her grandfather's house and went back to the river. The Canada geese got up off the ground and flew away. The fish decided that they were not dead after all and jumped and splashed in the river. Tina went to her mom and said, "My socks are nice and clean. I think it to get me a nice new red and yellow-green shirt." "Promise to wash it," said her mom. "No," said Tina. "If I wait long enough, the kids at school will wash it for me." The end.
I love that book. I loved it. That was the greatest book I ever read before.
Nice. Can you go say goodbye to the camera?
Goodbye.